What's up, everyone? It's me again. I've kind of been sick, and I figured I'd come out in the sunlight and show y'all just a little bit of a comparison between a WASR, my WASR, one of those cool new production ones, and a new Arsenal. So 2013 till current, WASRs have a pretty good reputation. Either that or the new AKs like the WASR-47 are so bad that people are really accepting these and appreciating them. Now my thought on the WASR-47 compared to say a WASR is, with the WASR-47 we're not talking about canned sights, we're talking about bad metallurgy. And from what I understand, the issue with the WASR-47 is the bolt carrier group has a higher Rockwell hardness than the front trunnion, and so it'll beat up the front trunnion, and after a few thousand rounds it won't keep good headspace. So there's a guy called Mel64D that you can look up, and he made a few good videos on it, and it's not just made up hooky pooky stuff. I really do think it's a piece of shit. Now the WASR, I mean, it's not a high dollar rifle or anything, but my theory is you can get it done with a cheap rifle like a Palmetto State Franken AR or a WASR, and even a Palmetto State AK, which I think it's cool they make both, and be fine. It's when you get optics is when things get expensive. So now this WASR, it did have bolt firing pin protrusion, but I mean, it's not completely straight. It has kind of crooked penile issues or whatever. If you look closely, like just the rear sight and the gas tube and the front gas block and the front sight are all just a little bit off. So yeah, I have a bunch of dogs right now. So there's Caramel, Pumpkin, and supposedly this one's name is Star. That's a pug. So yeah, your WASR will come in with wooden furniture, and the new wooden furniture is atrocious. So I'm gonna change mine, but for the time being I just put a bunch of stickers on mine. So I mean, this really isn't a righteous comparison. And then I have just crappy furniture, but their little sling is pretty damn cool. I actually love these slings. They're skinny guy slings, but I mean, mine came in kind of scratched up and all. So moving on, they come with, you know, your slant brake and things like that. But overall, they're not a bad rifle. Alright, so moving on, the dog started barking in my last video. Here's my new Arsenal, and it has the fit and finish is very comparable to a Vepr, and the gray pins and everything is very Vepr reminiscent, and the gray rear sight is very Russian or Vepr like. It's actually very high quality. I don't know if Arsenal in Bulgaria is starting to do more to their finish, but it's actually not a dirtbag finish from what I see so far. And the rivets on this thing compared to that one, if I turn this rifle like this, you can see some almost half-assed rivets. It's hard to tell on a camera phone, but yeah, the rivets on the Arsenal are perfect. Now I was expecting to get a pretty much WASR with cool plastic furniture. But I was actually amazed. I love this AK100 series stock. Is really badass. This grip actually has a good texture, and supposedly the gas block is chrome lined and stuff. So yeah, it's a good looking rifle. Do I think the Arsenal is worth it over the WASR? A year ago I wouldn't, unless I was buying a 5.45. If I'm gonna get a 7.62, I'd probably go with the OPAP or the WASR. But since I wanted a 5.45 that wasn't, it was just lightweight. I had the Vepr 5.45, which I still have, but I wanted something just a little bit light, you know, like my own M4 type rifle, but in an AK. But for 74, yes, I would definitely think it's worth it, because it's really the only, you know, ready to go 74 out of the box. It's the most mil spec on the market, since DDI doesn't make a lot of 74s. And I would not get the Century one. There are some good ones, but I know they had some 5.56 barrels in some of their older rifles. But since the WASRs and everything else, a lot of rinky-dinky American-made AKs are like $900 and crap now, or $700, $800 like the WASR. I would definitely tell someone to get one of these or a Vepr. But back when WASRs were $569 or $300 and something, like in around Christmas of 2014, I would tell someone to get the WASR. But if you're in the market for a 74, man, these things really are badass and sleek. And I have this optics mount actually seems like it's gonna work. It's the Arsenal SM13 one, and yeah, it's really lightweight. I couldn't believe how light this rifle was. So yeah, that's about all I was gonna say. Is if you're looking for a 74, or you're gonna have to pay you know, Arsenal prices with these new shitty American-made AK companies, I would definitely steer you towards the Arsenal as of right now. Now the Pat pistols and the Dracos are still a really goddamn good price. You know, they're like $5.99. But as far as getting a WASR 47 with Magpul furniture and crap, I would definitely get one of these imported AKs anytime, any day. They're just gonna be, you know, the worst thing, you'll get canted sights, and if something is wrong with it, you can always use your warranty or get a big ass hammer and beat it into submission. But now, as far as these AKs go, these are the only Warsaw standard AKs I have. The rest are Veprs, or I have 3 Veprs and 4 Yugos. So these are my only like 1mm type standard 16-inch barreled rifles that I have. But yeah, if someone asks me between the high standard and a WASR, I'd tell you the WASR. But if someone right now, with the way these things are priced right now, asks me WASR and Arsenal, I'd say the Arsenal. I mean, you'll still get some canted sights and stuff, but right now the Veprs are $6.99. And you watch, if those things get banned, people are gonna cry, and they'll be like, oh, the Veprs were the best rifles ever, like everything else that gets banned, like Segas. So there's some dumbass people, they wait till the last minute and then they start buying these damn rifles, you know, at the very end. So that's all I wanted to say. This is Sly. Thanks for watching and take care.